Hello, this is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. Today, my topic is living from your joy essence. What is joy? Joy is the emotion evoked by well being, success, good fortune, prosperity, health, and in all its forms, and of course, possessing what it is that you desire. As a deliberate creator, you can choose to purposely create your life from joy. You can create anything. Why not ongoing joy? When you focus on joy, the law of attraction start to attract joyful things to you, such as the things that you want, your desires. When you feel joy, you are consciously connected to your higher self. You draw to you people, things, circumstances, and events that are vibrating at the same level of your desires. You can use the law of attraction to live with joy on an ongoing, consistent basis. You have the power as a creator to bring into your life things that make you happy versus, of course, things that do not make you happy. You do that by focusing on one or the other, the negative or the positive. Most importantly, you can start right now to create your life consciously from joy. You can start attracting only those circumstances that create joy for you, focusing on them, and stop putting your attention on the things you don't want to happen in your life. You can decide to learn all your lessons from joy and happiness instead of pain and suffering like we've been told. You can make the decision to deliberately live from joy. The choice is yours. You are the creator of your world. There is joy and then there is joy. There's a kind of joy that is driven by external situations and circumstances. This type of joy, for example, comes from when we're in love with someone and someone loves us, or we have just been given a promotion or a beautiful gift, a new car, whatever. This feeling of joy is dependent on someone or something to make us happy. When the relationship or the novelty is over, our joy tends to disappear. Of course, this kind of joy is better than despair, right? However, it is not powered from within, but stimulated from something outside ourselves. Because of that, its nature is fleeting and short termed. Real joy, the bliss that comes from within, is permanent. The joy that comes from within is an expression of our true nature. It is spirit, God, expressing itself through us, through our lives, in us, and all around us. This kind of joy is not stimulated by external circumstances. This joy is independent of people, circumstances, events, and things. When we are aligned with our inner joy, what we have, who we are with, and what is happening around us in the world is irrelevant. We feel joy. The law of attraction states that like attracts like, which means that joy attracts more joy, and of course, unhappiness draws more unhappiness to you. The law of attraction also states that whatever we feel about strongly is what we manifest. Guess what? If you think about what you don't want, especially with feelings of fear, then you will manifest what you don't want. Why? Because you're putting your attention on the things that you don't want to happen for you. So keep your attention focused on your desires, on the things that make you happy. You may have tried to think happy thoughts and imagine what you would do only to find that things stay pretty much the same. This is because not only do we have to think positive and joyful thoughts, we also have to feel happy and make sure that our energy is vibrating at the level of joy and happiness. You cannot fool the universe. I mean, I've tried, but it doesn't work. You cannot fool the universe. When we are living from joy, we don't allow other people's moods and attitudes to affect us. After all, it's their moods, it's their attitude, and has nothing to do with us. When those attitudes and moods are sent our way, you don't have to absorb them or do anything at all with them. You are not responsible for how other people feel or think. However, you are responsible for what you do about any negative thoughts and things that are sent your way. The choice is yours. Remember, you are the creator of your world. So how do you stay in joy? Here are a few things that will help you counteract other people's negative moods and attitudes and maintain the state of joy. Consciously connect to your source, your higher self, through prayer and meditation. By doing this, you connect to the values of your higher self, which includes joy. Every morning before getting out of bed, consciously choose to be positive. Before leaving your home, surround yourself with love and energy as a protective shield against negativity. Choose to respond to things and not react to them. Choose not to allow other people's baggage to negatively affect you. Remember, it is not your baggage. Refuse to think about or talk about failure, lack, and negative topics. No poor me, woe me, victim conversations with yourself or others. Listen to the news as little as possible, if not, never do. If the conversations you find yourself in become negative, choose to change it to more uplifting topics. Be the enlightened leader. If you cannot do that, walk away. Recite with and write positive affirmations. Feel joy. Imagine joyful events and positive outcomes to your day's activities. Speak affirmatively to yourself. You are listening to yourself, remember. Eliminate negative words that crop up in conversations and to yourself and say, cancel, cancel. Replace them immediately with feelings of joy and peace and happiness. Choose to stay in the happy, positive space. Surround yourself with positive people. And know that you can have this and that. Stop judging people. Realize that everybody is doing what they can and operating at the level of their consciousness. And they're walking their own divine path. Have compassion. The only charge of you are only in charge of your feelings and thoughts, and everybody else's has nothing to do with you. So stop judging and just focus on what it is that you want and not on what you don't want. And choose to stay in joy. Because the more joy you feel, the more joy you have, the more joy you feel. Joy comes in all wonderful forms such as health, love, prosperity, financial independence, plenty of money and time freedom, the joy of your desires manifesting as your reality. Do yourself a favor and start now to live from joy. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is joyfully wonderful. This is Chaneta, author of How to Have This and That. My books are sold on Amazon. I will joyfully see you on the beaches of the world. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it is joyfully wonderful.